9 years ago I moved from Belarus, from a very poor country in Eastern Europe, to Los Angeles, California. And before I did it, I reached out to one of my friends who've been in California for a few years, and I just asked him, hey, how's life in California? I want to do it soon, what can I expect? And he told me, Francisk, Los Angeles is just gonna be mirror of you. All the weaknesses you have, all the vices is gonna be amplified. But at the same time, all the strong sides you have, you'll be able to use it x5 here. And it really worked this way for me. And right now I think that we have the same mirror for everybody who is doing business and using AI agents. All the ideas you have, everything that you're trying to achieve, you have these digital minions that's gonna follow your wheel. So instead of doing 1 action per hour, you can do 5 actions with the help of it. But the main problem is that if you're not going to the right direction, you're gonna go to the wrong direction much faster. I see a bunch of people trying to automate things and spending more time on it than actually doing the thing with their hands. People building all the amazing AI-dependent workflows, and then when their Claude or Codex hitting the limit, they just feel lost and all their business stops. And don't get me wrong, I'm here in San Francisco, I'm building startup. I'm trying to automate as many things as possible and replace as many humans in my team as possible. But at the end of the day, it's not some type of miracle. People have been automating businesses since the time of Babylon Tower. And AI is not some type of magic. If you'll think about it, it's just like one of the leverage tools that you could have. Because back in the day, it was you doing everything, then you hiring your first local employee, then you're trying to outsource people. Simple example, let's say you do all the work yourself, then you're hiring first local employee, then you figure out that you will save much more money by hiring people overseas for cheaper, and then you're replacing this person with the help of AI agent. But probably that's the reason why there is people who doing everything manually and having amazing cash flow, and people running 10 AI agents, 20 workflows being broke. Maybe I'm kind of bitter today because I spent 2 weeks automating so many different things through my Codex from OpenAI. I have maximum $200 subscription, I hit the limit. They offered me to buy more credits, I got credits for $20 more, and they spent these credits in 1 hour. And I was like, probably I'm not gonna spend $1,000 on additional credits, so I just need to wait and move back to Claude. And I can see me and so many other people being in this interesting place where it's already hard for us after trying all the AI agents to do things by our hands. So when something happens to our AI agents, we just procrastinate. And you know, I've been doing businesses for such a long time and I had so many different problems with my employees. People could get sick, they could have family emergency, they can get better offer from some company after you spend all the time teaching them how to work in your company. They can get burned out. Or previously, when I was doing production business, I had team members who are leaving my company, stealing my clients. And for sure, when it comes to AI agents, you will not have any problems like this. But 2 weeks ago, I finally got to my summertime European vacation. Got to all these good parts of bougie Europe. Yes, I'm flexing a little bit. But for most of this time, my laptop was closed. And all my human team members were doing actual work and AI agents weren't. And then I got back after a summer vacation, I was going through jet lag. I felt that I need to keep up with so many different work tasks that instead of recharging, instead of feeling fresh, I felt even more burned out than before the trip. And it feels kind of funny for me because before the trip, I was working 12-hour days, 7 days per week. I was doing morning cardio, going to the gym, was getting amazing 7-8 hours sleep. And despite working so much, I felt amazing. And right now, even it was already maybe 5 days after the trip, maybe more, I feel sluggish, I don't have enough energy, focus, and I can't explain to you how hard it is for me to record this video. And when I share this with other people, most of the time their advice, get some rest. Maybe you need to take a break, you're gonna burn out at this point. And I guess everybody is different, but what works personally for me is not slowing down. I've noted that when I have this moment of being savage, I'm getting amazing work results, and that's fuel me even more. More work I do, more things get done, more happy I become, and get more energy from this. And you're just getting used to this rhythm of waking up early, doing cardio, getting to work, and getting all the things done. And right now, when I used to this like relaxed pace of Europe, being in Italy, I just don't feel as myself. Probably I'm just workaholic and I'm totally good with that. At one point of my life, when I already had successful businesses and I could just travel the world, delegate most of my work stuff to my team, maybe working like 4 hours per week myself, and do all the crazy things that young guys do. I mean, actually I'm 30 years old right now, maybe I'm not young anymore, I don't know, you tell me. But instead of this, I decided to move to Silicon Valley, which I believe is the most competitive place in the world, and I believe that if you're locally here, if you compete with the best minds of the planet, you become a savage. And that work pace, that momentum I had before this year of vacation, I feel that I've never worked so hard and so efficient in my life. So yeah, right now, I'm trying to get back on this train, give me a few days and Francis is gonna be savage again. And when I feel this rush in my blood, I feel that it's better than any drug. To be fair, I've never tried any drugs in my life because I'm just a guy from Belarus and we had all this stuff banned heavily. You're just going straight to prison if you have anything on you, but I still believe that this feeling is better than any drug. And to prove my concept that instead of taking a break, just move forward even when you're tired, is that yesterday I had this slow day and in the second half of the day I had a meeting with a great guy from A16Z Speedrun. We discussed a bunch of ideas how we can collaborate on the content. I got so motivated and I just felt that I was leaving our meeting with almost like this energy, with my hands shaking. At this moment I just knew that I'm going to the right direction and no matter if it's gonna take for me 1 month, 1 year, 5 years, I will come to my dream. Probably I sound like one of these hustle bros, but to be honest, I'm ready to pay my price for success, but I have my limits. I really want to build family, I want to be a good, kind person with the right moral values, and if universe will show me that my place is being somewhere in Africa or South America building shelters, maybe I will go there instead of doing startups in Silicon Valley. But for now, I'm here and I'm gonna everything I can to make it happen. And that's why when people telling me about work-life balance, when people telling me about burnout, I personally don't believe in it. Because when it comes to my inner world, when it comes to how my mind works, more things I do, more energy I get, and more things I do again. And when I slow down, when I procrastinate, I'm gonna slow down even more. So when I'm going this rabbit hole, this cycle of procrastination, I need to get my laptop, block YouTube and Instagram on my phone, get some EDM in my headphones and start working. Because when it comes to work, when it comes to me, recently I had a big realization. There are 3 types of work tasks that I do. There are ones that require a ton of discipline from my side. I need to be very well rested, have good coffee, have the good music in my headphones, and do the things right in the morning while I still have all my dopamine reserves. This task's very draining for me, but I can make it work if I'm in the right condition. Second type of tasks, things that I just need to start. I could have some hesitation when it comes to the first step, but if I just keep going over time, I start to enjoy it. And third type of tasks is things that I enjoy so much that it's getting me into flow state. Type of work I can do when I don't have any rest, when I'm hungry, when I'm sick, when I have ton of distractions around me. Basically all the things that I can do against all the circumstances. And I believe if half of your work tasks are not in flow state, you're doing something wrong. I'm not a big fan of this expression, find the thing that you like, do it, and you will not have to work a day till the end of your life. I think that even if you follow your passion, you will still have ton of things you don't want to do. Maybe you're enjoying doing some service or building some product, but you hate marketing. And you still need to do it because it's gonna provide unfair advantage to your business. There are so many things you need to do when you're running your business, so you physically cannot love all of them. But I believe that in today's world, you can really learn more about yourself, what things you like, what things you do really well, and find something in this triangle. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be easy, it's always gonna be hard, but at least it's gonna be less miserable than a lot of other things you can do in this world. And I'd rather be spending 12 hours per day, 7 days per week doing things that I like and having 20% of things that I hate than doing things that I hate 4 hours per day. So yeah, I believe that we will suffer anyways, so at least choose something that's worth suffering. So yeah, just a few thoughts from tired Francisk after his vacation that drained him even more instead of recharging. But at least I made some good memories with my girlfriend, and I'm pretty happy that I have girlfriend, so Can't complain. Life here in Silicon Valley been treating me really well, so let's see how it goes. See you in the next video.